Hey there everyone, welcome back to the Don't Starve Together world, and today we're going to start off by doing a few chores here really quickly. One thing I want to do is plant all of these birch seeds that we got last episode from moving the trees, or maybe it was like 2 episodes ago, something like that. Don't quite remember, but I want to plant all of these trees real quick, just so that we can use them for well, we can harvest them later, basically. I also want to walk our Berger around for a little bit. He's already kind of doing that. Maybe I should wait until the day passes real quick. I don't freeze during the animation. Yeah, so we're gonna beat this guy up. He's got a bunch of damage already. Please don't hurt me. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna walk Berger around, try and smash up some of these rocks. Also find a way to deal with our hounds. We're gonna fight some spiders, and these guys are gonna make our problem a lot more bigger than I wanted them to be. Kind of annoying. Well, at least I can take care of this. Oh, maybe not. I thought they would keep chasing the pig. I want that piece of meat though. I'll yoink that. Oh, they're all mad at me. That's not good. And it's about to turn night, so these guys aren't gonna go away anytime soon. Well, maybe Chester can bring a few over here. We'll use them as sort of a scapegoat. Alright, take care of the big guy first. Oh, I tried to dodge that. Didn't work out. One of the spiders heard me. We'll dodge him. There we go. Anyways, I'll take care of these guys. We will make some food. By the way, I got these berries from our berry farm, and I'm actually going to make a honey ham as well. We're going to feed our beefalo here, as well as make some bug nets so we can go catch some butterflies. I don't want to use all of it. Well, I don't have any twigs on me anyway, so I guess that's fine. Actually, I can make one more. That's 36 butterflies that I could catch, potentially, because we have another one in here. Yep. Unfortunately, I was only able to collect like 7 butterflies before the end of the day. We still have a little bit more daytime left, but I want to get at least a little bit of honey going. So if these bees would allow me to place these flowers down, I would for them. That way at least we'll get a tiny bit of honey, because this is the last day of... Can you move? This is the last day of autumn. I literally can't place this. Last day of autumn, so as soon as it turns night, these bees will be gone basically until we see them in spring, essentially. And even then they're going to be like angry, so it's going to be a little bit dangerous going in there. But for now, we'll just do all that. So yeah, that was just a bunch of chores I wanted to get done before summer or winter starts, while I'm getting all my seasons messed up. Our beefalo is super close to being tamed. It doesn't look like she will be fully tamed by the end of, or the start of winter, which is kind of sad. There's probably like a little bit of time I like got shaved off because I wasn't fully paying attention to her, but that's fine. I'm hoping we don't get an instant Deerclops spawn, just because I don't really have the weapons necessary to fight Deerclops without really going insane. If you remember last time, which was around episode like 5 or 4 or something like that, we definitely had a little bit of problems dealing with Deerclops, but that's fine. Anyways, for today, we should start working on... I know I said we were going to do the storage unit, but that's something that can wait until later on into winter. Basically, I just wanted to get priorities done, and now I just walked in a huge circle. Now we're going to probably work on getting these guys set up. I hate to say goodbye to Chester this early, but I think it is time to say goodbye to Chester. He is essentially going to be our new source of grass. And before I do that, we should take everything out of him, which means I most likely need to make another chest. We'll make a chest here. Need some logs. Go. We might as well make it that red one too. because put it right here. We'll throw the gold, this, and well, basically we gotta take everything out anyways. Drop that on the ground. Drop this on the ground. And we'll throw the gold in here as well as that. We don't really need the hat because it's turning winter. So it's not gonna, snow in winter. Or snow in winter. It's not gonna rain in winter. Sorry. We don't need the bug nets anymore, so I'll leave these on the ground as well as the axe. We don't really need to do any tree chopping. Let's make sure the beefalo is fed before we go to where it falls asleep, or she falls asleep. Go. And this ice staff is going to be important. So I need, basically we need grass and twigs because I need to make more fences, which I don't really have an abundance of right now. Also, we should make this before before the year the bunny ends. I actually don't know when year the bunny will end. It's probably not for another like few more weeks, but it's nice to pre-craft this item. That way, at least we have it when the event ends, but it's not like it's really going to do anything, because once the event ends, you can't really get any more of the gold coins as, well, the event is over. I also got us a sketch. When I was walking Berger, I walked him through this thing, so we got a queenly sketch, which is nice. And we need rocks and flint for cobblestone. That's why I wanted to get a bunch of that. And unfortunately, it's turning winter, so I wanted to walk Berger through the forest and get some logs. But unfortunately I couldn't do that. Alright, so I just harvested the majority of our twigs, so we got a fair amount now. And I want to actually switch clothing items for winter right now. So we're gonna move everything. Yeah, there's the transition into winter. Our screen is gonna go blue. So I want to transition over to the jacket again for winter. So we're going to drop off the hammer, the shovel, the axe, and we're going to basically move everything out of our backpack into our inventory. Actually, do I want these in my inventory? Well, I'm gonna need them for now. I'll keep these. I don't really care for the flint. That can stay. Alright, so we have... Our inventory is a little bit cluttered, but I think it's fine. And we'll put the jacket on. Like so. How's it looking? Okay, we should make a little bit of duct tape before we forget. Gonna use up a little bit of our grass supply, which is kind of sucky because I need that right now. I don't really have a lot of grass. I have to go back out here and get some. But we should repair this so it doesn't break. 69, cool, we'll just leave it as that. Alright, so make sure we keep our beefalo fed. So it doesn't look like we got an instant deer collapse, which is nice, but we still could get a day 1 deer collapse. We need to be a little bit wary of that. So we will cook these. That's literally all of my twigs gone already. Yeah, I only did like half of them. I'll grab some more. So we're not gonna get any bees anymore. It's winter. They're gonna hibernate. Well, do bees hibernate? What do they do during the winter? Do they sleep or do they just chill inside the beehives? It doesn't look like we got any honey at all. So planting those flowers didn't really do much, but it's fine. We also need to take a trip down to the caves to get some more light bulbs, as our light bulb supply is... well, our lanterns are going out and stuff like that. Anyways, let's feed... Actually, we didn't really come up with a name yet. I said Carmelita last episode, or the episode before, one of the episodes, but I think I'm leaning towards Carla. I kind of want to call her Carla. So I think that's going to be the official name for her. We got Carla the Ornery Beefalo. It's official as of episode, what is this, 11? Episode 11. Anyways, let's get to making this fenced area. So if you want to know how to make these grass gecko farms, now this version that I'm making is not compatible with lure plants. I know there's ways you can do them with lure plants and have the lure plants automatically pick up all the grass. Unfortunately, this design doesn't do that. You probably could figure out a way to do it, but I don't really like doing the whole lure plant method. So, fence. What fence should we use? I think we should go for... well, we can always change the fence color later, so let's just go with this because it matches the color of the grass geckos. And I need to eat some food. So we'll make a bunch of fences here. And I should probably just make a bunch of... probably just use all of our grass, to be honest. It's definitely not enough. Alright, so we got 16 fences. I think we're gonna put it probably here. I don't want it too far from the original fence line because it's gonna be annoying trying to move them. And I actually need my tools. So let's continue feeding the beefalo. Our sanity is running a bit low right now because I haven't been wearing our top hat passively during the night, or during the day, sorry. And we're also getting cold. I actually need to make sure, well, we're not really getting cold, but I'm gonna keep the fire going. So let's grab our axe and our shovel. And put all my tools away only just to pick them up again. So we'll get rid of these trees here, these two. Again, these lightning rods are temporary. Just until I can, just until we find a good place for them. Once we get the layout of our base, then we can properly place them down. But safety first. You always want to make sure your stuff is safe before you do anything. Alright, first off, we need a cage for Chester. So I think we'll put it here. If we put the cage here, that leaves these two tiles for the grass geckos to run around. So I'm actually going to do this. So we're going to put the corners in. Like so. We also need a gate, which means I need even more grass that I don't have. Alright, I'm going to go get some grass. I got some more grass. It took the majority of the day. I also went to the caves real quick and got some light bulbs to refill our miner's hat and our lantern. One thing I noticed on the way back is that our beefalo is actually almost through with his or her salt lick, so we're gonna have to replace it. We're gonna make sure we do this every single time it gets low. That way we can we don't lose domestication. Basically, we will grab one of these as well because Carla is super close. It'll probably be here in a little bit. Yeah, 99.9. Well, it's actually like almost there. Feed her this. We need 0.8% more. Let's drop this bad boy down. 100%. Wow, it's actually just there. I thought we needed... oh, 0.9 is 90%, I guess. I thought it was... I was thinking 0.09. So, if we literally give Carla a piece of grass or a twig right now... she's actually, we'll give her a light bulb. If we give her one of these, she's gonna poop. Yes! There we go. We've got Carla the Ornery Beefalo. Awesome. She's fully tamed. Now we can put this saddle on her, and she'll never kick it off. Awesome. Now I'm no longer afraid of deer clumps. Not that I was afraid of deer clumps, but I don't really have to worry much. And the bird is going mad, so we need to give it some food. There we go. Got an egg. Cool. Cool. That's already really good in my book. Why is Glomer... is that mole pushing Glomer around? There's like a huge pile of poop there, and now she's just over there. Anyways, we'll warm up real quick with this really loud fire. And once my thermal stone gets red, we're gonna go... oh, I was like, isn't there a piece of charcoal here? I forgot there's a mole stealing all of the minerals that are on the ground. Once it turns red, though, we're gonna go back to doing this. We can actually wear a miner's helmet because we have the jacket on. Alright, so we have this here. We'll put a gate here, or fence here. We need to make a gate, which is the whole reason why I need to go get grass in the first place. So let's make one of these oak ones, I guess. Boom, just like that. Alright. Chester, do you have anything in? You have a few tools, which I do need to get rid of. And basically, again, we're gonna say goodbye to Chester. You hate to see it, and I hate to see him go, especially since we don't have a claws bag yet. But it's fine, I guess. So, we need to get Chester in here. I wonder if I can get him to follow me in there without having to push him the rest of the way. I guess that's as far as he's gonna go. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to push him. Which isn't too bad, I guess. Alright, so we have the cage for Chester. And just put the bone, eye bone inside. Now he'll stay there forever. Let's switch to this. Now we have to actually set up the real cage. So I want this to be... How big do I want this? That's a really big fence, actually. I don't really want it that big. So we're just gonna do something like so. I think it'll be one of those things where we're gonna do a rectangle. It's not gonna be a perfect square. I think we'll do a rectangle just to save on space, I think. Actually, how close are we? This is pretty far. And again, it doesn't really matter that there's a trail here. It's not really gonna change anything. Yeah, well, actually, this is a big enough space for them. They don't need that big of a space. Alright, so let's do this, let's do this. And if you're wondering why I'm not doing corners just yet, I'm doing that later. I've got a plan for them, and this tree is going to be a problem. So let's do that. This. We do need to put a gate in the front, as we need to push the grass geckos in here. Because, yeah, it's going to be kind of a pain to deal with. So let's get some more grass going. Some more fences. Don't know how many I need exactly. We'll just do 5. 2, 3, 5. Because I don't really want to go overboard on the fences right now. Alright, I said it wasn't going to be a square, but it turned out to be a square, so... My bad. And once we get this fence line done, we should be good to put the grass geckos in here. What is that, a shadow? Oh yeah, we're getting pretty low. We're starting to see shadows. Not that it really matters. So the unfortunate part is it's not going to be 2 gated, it's just going to be 1 gated. So because of that, it's going to look off. But, you know, it's fine. So we're going to do this. We're also going to put another fence here. We need basically a secondary entrance. Or I guess sort of like a lobby area. As if they do manage to escape, at least there is a choke point or whatever you want to call it to catch them. Because yeah, if they run out, it's going to be a pain to fix. So we're just being safe. And I need some more logs. Might as well make another piece of rope while I'm here. And we'll make some more fences. Or gates, I mean. Boom, we'll warm up. That's gonna drop a charcoal, but it's gonna get stolen. I really need to take care of that mole. Get him out of here. Alright, boom, and boom. We are done. This is basically the general look of what it is. You can make it bigger or smaller, depending, but the bigger it is, the farther you're gonna have to go to collect all of your grass. But this is the general gist of it. Also, the bigger it is, the less efficient it's gonna be, I guess. I guess you want to keep it small, Because the way this works is that once we push the grass geckos in here, Chester is going to basically scare them, and they're going to be running around infinitely. Basically, there'll be times where they fall asleep, but when they wake up, Chester is going to scare them, and they're just going to keep running around and dropping their tails. That's essentially how this works. And to get them in there, I'm going to have to lose some sanity. Basically, what we're going to do is freeze them. Open this. Some of them might leave. I don't really care if they leave, because they're going to get pushed into here. As they're about to unfreeze, you just freeze them again. I'll do one on camera, because this is pretty tedious. And it's not fun, to tell you the truth. Do that. Mush. Almost there. And then he's gonna unfreeze. So we'll sit and watch him unfreeze. Losing some sanity from using this, but it's fine. So he's gonna infinitely run around, and I don't even have to be near him, and he'll drop his tail eventually. When he gets scared, I guess. So I'm gonna do that for the rest of these grass geckos, and I'll see you guys back. Alright, so I've moved them all in there. As you can see, we're already getting some grass. And again, this is just a passive farm. It's like a passive generated farm. So the longer you leave these guys in there, they're just going to keep dropping grass. It's not something you want to go in there and collect grass, like sort of how this works, where you wait till they all grow, and then you go in there and grab them all. This one is more of you just sit and let it, you know, grow on its own. And then when you need grass, you go in there and pick it, which it'll show the fruits of its labors later. So basically, we're basically out of time. I said basically twice. I'm saying it too much. To end the rest of the episode, we're gonna go fight the walrus. We definitely need a walrus hat. And unfortunately, we only have one walrus hut in the world so far. I'm not too sure if we do have the triple walrus set at all. But yeah. The only place that could be probably is here, and I'm not too sure about that. Or, I don't know, somewhere else here. Anyways, we're gonna take Carla out for a ride. And you're not taking this. Actually, you know what? You can die, Mole. No. Seemed kind of harsh, but it's the reality of it. So, we need to feed Carla. That's the only thing with the Ornery Beefalo, is that you need to feed her, or just the Ornery Beefalo in general. You need to feed in order to ride first time around. With the other ones though, you don't have to. And the reason why it works like that is because of how the obedience works. A fully tamed Beefalo will have, I believe it's 70 obedience, maybe 80. Just like a normal one. And ooh, we should probably drop this stuff off too. I don't have any food, but it's fine. We've got a full stomach, so we'll ride over there real quick. It shouldn't take long, especially on Carla here. Obedience levels is basically what you need to put saddles on. I've explained this in the past. But essentially, when you fully tame a Beefalo, their obedience level is set to a certain level. And I think for basic ones, it's around like 70, something like that. With the Speedster Beefalo, it's actually 95. It's either 90 or 95. So you can hop on the Beefalo and hop off without having to feed it. The Pudgy one is somewhere around the same level, probably 70 as well. The difference with the Ornery Beefalo is that its obedience level is set to 45, if I'm not mistaken, which is low enough where you need to feed the Beefalo in order to jump on the Beefalo to ride. And oh, land penguins. But it's also high enough where it won't kick off the saddle. I believe the kickoff saddle point is 40 obedience, 40% obedience. So yeah, that's basically it. So we've got this going on here. We're gonna wait for him to get jumped by spiders, and we do base 50 damage on the Ornery Beefalo. The Speedster Beefalo does like 20 damage. I don't know what the Pudgy does, I don't use the Pudgy enough. And, oh. We've got a lot of spiders here. We're gonna lose the meat, which is kind of sucky. I did want the meat. I guess that's fine. We do base 50 damage, so the ordinary damage is base 50. And oh, we got the hat. Yes, thank you, spiders. And I shouldn't have done that, but whatever. Cool, we'll get out of here. And once we get the war saddle, our damage is going to go up to 66, which is just shy of a dark sword and a glass sword, which is I really like Beefalo's for that. Like base 50 damage is already high enough. Like this tentacle spike, it does 51 damage. So having base 50 is pretty good in my opinion. Anyways, sorry my commentary was whack there. I probably repeated myself so many times. And I thought about cutting it out, but I think the walrus drop was more important. So ignore the fact that I repeated myself a million times. Sorry about that. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys. We're gonna end the episode here, as we got a lot done and we got a walrus hat. So thanks for watching and take care.